handers that can bring the noise here. Both of these guys, big power arms, velo plays in the game of baseball. Also, a good assortment of breaking pitches. If these two guys are on, I think you're going to see a lot of swings and misses in this ball game.
Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy, first-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
So stepping in is Ozzy Alves, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, Ozzy Alves.
First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And a great chance here to put his team in front before many fans have even settled into their seats. Stroman comes set. Here it is on 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Reilly. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Braves lead it 1-0. Charlie Morton gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. That misses. 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
Here it is, the 3-0. Is swung on and missed, strike one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Alonso blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
At the plate, James Mccann. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? Yes, says Freddie Ferguson down at first. Strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Looking at his career totals, Mccann hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
A runner at second, nobody out. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. fouled off. One out and a runner on second base. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fifth.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
So no need to wait, as here he is, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Comes set, the 0-1. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We'll head to the top of the second. All even now at 1-1. Second inning set to go, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
That'll bring in Guillermo Herrera now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 4 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Stroman looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
To the plate now, Stephen Vogt, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. To short. Davis brings it in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, here is Dominic Smith. We'll take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Pitch on the way.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Yeah, you take a look at that two-seamer right there, sinker. Had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
The 1-1 home. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So here's Brenda Nimmo.
The center fielder.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. The average is at 308 entering play. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Nimmo is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And there's that sea of orange that's become such a common sight here at Citi Field. Those are diehard Mets fans, and they're not shy about it.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Marcus Stroman. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. On to Freeman, a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's set. The 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Nimmo on third with 2 out. And it's fouled away. A 1-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We've played 2. It's now 2-1 New York. Stepping in for the Braves, Ehire Adrianza, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Ehire Adrianza goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Stroman steps into the windup. Here it is. Charlie Morton comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Smith is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Alves.
Next up is Ozzy Alves. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Grounded back up the middle. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping in once again is Jeff McNeil. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The catcher, number 33, James Mccann.
Next to dig in, James McCann. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Third baseman, number 1, Jonathan.
One out, runner at first, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home, and a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Mets leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning. First delivery to him. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall, gone into the upper tank. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
1 down. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. The next to bat for Atlanta, Austin Reilly, grounded out in his last at bat. Stroman looks in. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Nimmo is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Jock Peterson.
And now, Jock Peterson. He bounced out last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding in is Dominic Smith. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. It's such a good feeling as a hitter when you know you're picking up the secondary stuff right out of the pitcher's hands.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now that's popped up. And there's out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brenda Nimmo.
Now at the plate, Brenda Nimmo. He singled first time up. The pitch.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Peterson on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, J.D. Davis.
Now to the plate, J.D. Davis. He singled in his first AB. Pitch on the way.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Guillermo Herrera. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Fell behind early in this one 3-0 and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now the 3-2 pitch. In the air down the line in left. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Next, here is Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the first offering. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are two gone now.
Next for Atlanta.
Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and A-Ray Adrianza will be the next to bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with two men out. Change up low, 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Davis has got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
Marcus.
First pitch of the AB now. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3-1 to him now. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Pete Alonso. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Down 1-1.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit back up the middle. Alves picks it up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First offering, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's too high, ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. James McCann would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the count will be full. Three-two pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another payoff pitch. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Through 5, all even at 2-2. So here now's the pitcher, Charlie Morton. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
1-1 the count now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Now back, second baseman, Ozzy.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzy Alves, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And this will be fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Stroman's ready. 0-2 on its way. One out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 1-2.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
2 gone.
the batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the stretch, he's running. That's a strike. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
He's set. The 0-1. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Braves strand 1. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. So now into the box is James Mccann. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
James Mccann.
Pitch on the way. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Left side, but well foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Touki Toussaint will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1-0 count. Here it is. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Austin Reilly.
Austin Reilly.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Jock Peterson.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. No hits to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 0-2 once more. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Ready with another 0-2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Guillermo Herrera. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Braves are set down 1, 2, 3. Score remains 2-2. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
The left fielder, Dominic Smith.
first pitch on its way. Ball hit out to Alves at second base. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next up for New York, Brenda Nimmo. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
Into the box, J.D. Davis, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that one yanked just foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Luis Guillorme will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. From the belt, kicks and deals down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Stays alive, still 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Mets strand 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Aaron Loup has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And stepping in, Stephen Vogt. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
So now to the plate, Ehire Adrianza. Bounce it to the left side. And he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play. Kevin Smith will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. He's set, and the pitch. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 2-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Alves.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzy Alves. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Alves is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
In the dirt here. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-1. A little bouncer.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Into right field. That's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Freddie Freeman.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this is lined hard to deep left. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
To 1-2 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 2. Almonte will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Chris Morton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. High and deep down the left field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And So strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Short, hit hard.
Swanson picks it up.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 33, James Mccann.
Next for the Mets, James McCann. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he fouls this one off. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Left side.
Swanson brings it in.
Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole. Falling away. That is pure magic. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Miguel Castro enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Austin Reilly. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Oh, and 2, here it is.
Down 1 and 2.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box now, Guillermo Herrera, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
High in the air out to center field.
Giving chase is Nimmo.
But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well, all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Standing in now, Stephen Vogt, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Herrera stands at second with 2 gone. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
The payoff pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 2-out double left stranded. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Will Smith enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Jonathan Villar.
And the pitch, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A ball and a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw to first, he'll be in time to get him, and the Braves will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Atlanta Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Touki Toussaint gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Will Smith earns the save out of the bullpen, his 20th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan